Hello friends, I am Dr. Kumar, hair transplant and aesthetic surgeon by profession. Today I want to share on what is spiritual health. We all know health is becoming wholesome. We are not only the body but also mind and soul. Most of the time we perceive ourselves as the body, the soma, which is tip of the iceberg. When we understand that we are more than the tip, then we can unleash our total potential. We are very happy. We are enjoying our life with the body consciousness. But when we shift, when we know ourselves that we are beyond the body is only a limited perception of ourselves. WHO, World Health Organization, beautifully described the health as not mere absence of disease. It is a balanced state of physical, mental, intellectual, social, and spiritual well-being. Spiritual health is not a religious way of understanding the health. Even the religion speaks about how you can re-ligate with your own self. When you re-ligate with your own self, you can understand about your total self. Spiritual health consists of two words. Spirit in Greek is breath. Spiritus, we know, alcohol. It is altered state of consciousness. Breath directly connected to our true state. We perceive the partial aspect of our life through our breaths. But when we go deep into the breaths, when we become aware of the breath, then we can understand ourself. We all know self-confidence, self-mastery, self-dignity, self-empowerment. All these words signifies that we have to understand what is self. When we understand ourselves, then we can unleash our total potential. Spiritual health is understanding the spirit so that we can become very holy, wholesome. How can we understand the spirit? We are living in the soma. We have two eyes, brain, one heart, kidney, and all are connected to the body. But when we are sleeping, when we are in sleep, we understand that we exist beyond the body. We have so many experiences. No need to understand about the self or spirit by any religious means. If you understand our nature, body is a wonderful interconnected system. If any injury happens to your feet, eyes will. You can understand the tears in the eyes. If any problem, if any infection enters into the body, all our body cells responds to it. Such a wonderful system is existing in ourselves. When we understand ourselves, we can know what exactly our system is. There are two things. You can live very unconsciously and you can also live very consciously. Spirituality speaks about conscious living. Many times the body is present and mind is absent. What happens if your mind is absent? You will not be total. Whatever you are perceiving is very partial in your life. You are not here to lead very partial life, partial enjoyment, partial entertainment. Everything must be complete. Everything must be total. Spirituality speaks about totality. When you are total, then you will become very, very holy, wholesome. This is what health is. Health is not mere absence of disease. It is a balanced state. It is a harmony. So friends, today the topic is spiritual health is the root and physical health is the fruit. Most of the time, to become healed, we approach allopathy. What is allopathy? Allo means different, pati means effect. Whatever the paracetamol you use, it will have side effect on the liver. Whatever you use as a painkiller, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, it will have side effect on kidney. This is allo means different, pati means effect. Allopathy acts by suppressing the issues by medication. But the spiritual health speaks about how to unleash your potential and find out the reason for your issue. You are your own creator of your health. When you understand this principle, you can take the self-responsibility. Most of the problems are because of lack of self-love, lack of understanding about your own self. When you understand yourself, you will take the self-responsibility to deal your problem, to face your problem, to understand your problem so that you can resolve it without any external help. Do you want to seek the external help or you want to work on your own self? Here comes the spiritual health. The physical health, whatever we are perceiving in day-to-day life, is nothing but reflection of your spiritual health. Spiritual health speaks about the backdrop, your potential, the reason for all the manifestation. It may be happiness or it may be sadness. Choice is yours. Where do you live? Everybody wants to live in the happiness. If you want to have more happiness, you have to understand your own self, not the tip of the iceberg. Most of the suffering, most of the problems are because you are living in the periphery. Spiritual health speaks about how to go into your totality, how to go to soulful living, not the somatic superficial living, soulful total living, holistic living. Every problem is a gift, Richard Bach says. When you can't understand this principle when you are in the periphery, when you go into the deep core of yourself, then you can look into the things totally. Then everything is a gift, everything is an evolution, everything is a lesson, empowerment. We're all here to have self-actualization. We all know Maslow's needs, physical needs to self-actualization. It all depends upon our passion, our intent. Life differs with your perception. Whatever you are perceiving, it may not be the true one. The reality differs with the perception. For example, a virus is there, an insect. For it, the total picture differs. So, spiritual health is a total purview of the life. Spirituality is better understood as the name spirit indicates, it is breath. Breath mastery is life mastery. Breath connects body, mind, intellect and soul. Breath is the bridge between outer and inner worlds. So our target must be, our goal must be being friendly to our breath. Most of the time we want to be friendly with so many beings. We want to acquire the wealth. We want to have so many positions. But are you bothered about your breath? As spiritual health is nothing but spirit and health. Spirit is, the Greek word is breath. Health is becoming wholesome. Through breath only you can become wholesome. Most of the people observe the breath or become aware of the breath in intensive care units. But you have to become aware of your breaths, your spirits. Spirit is not like what we see, a ghost, a white feeling, what we see in most of the movies. No, it's not. It is the consciousness, it is the energy, it is the understanding, it is your essence. When you understand this through the help of the breaths, you can unleash it. And the beauty of the breath is, breath and mind are interlinked. Catch hold of your breath. All of you, catch hold of your breath. If you really want to have mastery over the life, you have to have the mastery over the breath. Yes, catch hold of your nose. Yes, stay like that for, I count 1 to 5. Yes, 1. Very good. Today we are going to understand where the mind is. Mind mastery is life mastery. Yes, 2. Very good. You are doing very well. 3. Excellent. 4. Yes. Remove your hand. Otherwise, a life giver, if you continue the breath holding, you may not be here. Okay? So, did you get any thought during this? Yes, no thought. Only one thought. If I won't remove my hand, I may die. If you observe the mind, in a day, more than 56,000 thoughts are produced by the mind. But we require not more than 10 to 15 thoughts. How to excel in the studies, how to have another 2 crores of money today, and how to have good relationship, how to go to the party, or how to acquire. So all these are not more than 10 to 15 thoughts. But usually the mind does so many thoughts. Spiritual health is not connected with religion. Hinduism, Islam, Jainism, Buddhism, these are all religions. They speak about believe in God. Spiritual health speaks about believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, you can unleash your potential, self-mastery, self-control, self-confidence, self-empowerment. All will blossom. You will become light. You cannot find anything in the darkness, even though you have so many positions, so many things in your life. If everything is dark, you cannot find it. A light can discover whatever you have. In the same way, spiritual health speaks about you have light within yourself. Don't look into the darkness. You can expel the darkness if you lit the candle. No need for the sun to come. With your light, you can dispel all the suffering. For example, you have cancer. Doctor says, yes, you are going to die in 6 months. But when you, instead of worrying, if you become more wise by wondrous journey through breath observation, as I said, spiritual health, spirit is breath, health is becoming holy. So far, you are unaware of your breaths. You are only bothered about your girlfriend. You are bothered about your car. You are bothered about extra money. But now,
breath and mind are interlinked. When you hold the breath, you understood that when you caught your breath, the wavering of the mind has stopped. In this way, if you want to have the mastery over the mind, you have to have mastery over the breaths. Breath and spirit are connected. So spiritual health speaks about master your breaths so that you will become wholesome, you will become holy. When you become holy, you will see everything holy. This is what we say, Aham Brahmasmi. That means you have to see the God everywhere. Why should we God? Why should we see the God everywhere? If you see less than God, it will be less enjoyable, less happy. So we must see the best thing in your life. Everybody wants the best education, best life partner, best house. In the same way, why can't you best yourself? Most of the time we focus on bettering ourselves. We always compare with ourselves, but at the end of the life we feel that why we have not lived our life. Spiritual health speaks about how to lead your life very totally. from superficial to your soulful. Just it is a shift.